Imagine watching your dog, the companion who's been by your side through thick and thin, start stumbling and losing balance, as if something invisible is pulling them down. It's scary, right? Well, this is what I experienced, and today I'm sharing Max's story to help you understand canine ataxia, what causes it, and what you can do to help your furry friend if they face it. Stay until the end to discover the small but powerful steps you can take to make a world of difference. Life was simple, happy, and filled with wagging tails. Max, my golden retriever, was the epitome of energy and joy. Every morning, he greeted me with a wag so powerful it could knock over a cup of coffee. Our routine was perfect. Morning jogs, evenings at the park, and lazy afternoons with him curled up at my feet. Max had always been healthy, with no signs of anything amiss. His boundless energy was a constant in my life, something I took for granted. I never imagined that one day, the simple act of fetching a ball would turn into a struggle for him. It started subtly. One afternoon, during our usual game of fetch, Max stumbled as he chased after his ball. At first I laughed it off, thinking he had just been too eager, but then it happened again and again. Within days, his gait became unsteady. At night, I noticed him hesitating before climbing onto the bed, something he had always done effortlessly. My heart sank the moment he tripped over his own paws while walking. I knew this wasn't just clumsiness. It was the beginning of a journey I never anticipated, one that would test my patience, resilience, and love for Max. Not knowing where to turn, I called our veterinarian. During the consultation, the vet ran a series of physical and neurological tests. They mentioned the possibility of ataxia, a condition I had never heard of before. Hearing the word was both terrifying and a relief. It gave a name to what was happening. The vet explained that ataxia affects coordination and balance and could stem from various causes, including neurological disorders, injuries, or even infections. They recommended an MRI and blood tests to pinpoint the issue. I felt overwhelmed, but grateful for the guidance. It was a wake-up call that I couldn't navigate this journey alone. I needed experts, resources, and the support of those who understood. The decision to proceed with advanced tests wasn't easy. The costs, the uncertainty, and the emotional toll weighed heavily on me. Yet, as I sat in the clinic, holding Max's leash while he wagged his tail weakly, I knew there was no turning back. Max wasn't just a pet, he was family. The MRI revealed that Max's ataxia was caused by inflammation in his spinal cord, a treatable condition, but one that would require consistent care. This marked a turning point in our journey. I wasn't just a dog owner anymore. I was Max's advocate, his partner in overcoming this challenge. Adjusting to this new reality was daunting. My routine now revolved around medication schedules, therapy sessions, and constant monitoring of Max's condition. Initially, it felt like an insurmountable burden. I questioned my ability to give him the care he needed, especially as his mobility declined further. What kept me going was Max's spirit. Despite his struggles, he continued to greet me with his signature wag and a look of pure trust. That trust was my driving force, the reminder that this journey wasn't about perfection, but about showing up for him every single day. The road to recovery was anything but smooth. Each day presented a new challenge, helping Max navigate the house without slipping, managing his discomfort during physical therapy, and ensuring he ate enough despite his occasional loss of appetite. There were setbacks, like the time he developed sores from dragging his legs, and moments when I felt utterly defeated. But along with the challenges came moments of hope. I learned how to build makeshift ramps and created safe spaces where Max could move without risking injury. Physical therapy sessions became a time for bonding as I worked alongside him, encouraging every small improvement. Support from other pet owners was invaluable. I discovered online forums and local support groups where people shared their experiences with ataxia. Their advice, from recommending specific harnesses to tips on managing inflammation, became a lifeline. Hearing their stories reminded me that I wasn't alone, and that there was a community of people who understood what I was going through. Max's determination amazed me. Despite his physical limitations, he found ways to adapt. He learned to use his front paws more effectively and even developed a system of signaling when he needed help. Watching him persevere taught me a profound lesson about resilience and the power of love. As Max and I settled into our new routine, I began to focus on not just managing his condition, but improving his quality of life. We implemented new exercises to strengthen his muscles and worked on his balance using cushions and low hurdles. These sessions weren't just about therapy. They became moments of joy and connection. Dietary changes also played a significant role. With the vet's guidance, I introduced anti-inflammatory foods and supplements that supported Max's recovery. Preparing his meals became a ritual, a way of showing my care and commitment to his well-being. The biggest shift, however, was in my mindset. Instead of focusing on what Max couldn't do, I celebrated what he could. Every step, every wag, and every playful bark became a victory. I learned to be present, to appreciate the small moments that made up our days. Max's progress wasn't linear, but it was steady. Over time, he regained some mobility and even attempted to play his favorite game of fetch, albeit in a modified way. These small victories were a testament to his spirit and a reminder of why this journey was worth every effort. One evening, Max collapsed while trying to stand. I rushed to his side, heart pounding as I cradled him. It was a devastating moment, one that felt like all our progress had been erased. For a brief second, I wondered if I had been selfish in pushing him to fight this battle. But as I sat with him, tears streaming down my face, I saw something in Max's eyes: determination. He wasn't giving up, and neither could I. This moment, as heartbreaking as it was, became a turning point. It wasn't about fixing Max or erasing his condition. It was about supporting him in whatever way he needed. The vet reassured me that setbacks were part of the process, a reminder to adjust our approach and focus on Max's comfort above all. With renewed resolve, I doubled down on his care, seeking out new therapies and treatments that could enhance his quality of life. As the weeks went by, Max started to show signs of improvement again. His movements became steadier, and his energy returned in small but noticeable ways. One day, during our therapy session, he stood on his own for a few seconds before wagging his tail proudly. It was a moment I'll never forget. The real treasure wasn't just his physical progress, but the bond we had built through this journey. I had learned so much, not just about canine ataxia, but about resilience, unconditional love, and the power of persistence. Max had shown me what it meant to keep fighting, even when the odds seemed insurmountable. More than that, I realized how much this experience had changed me. It taught me to appreciate the little victories and to approach challenges with patience and determination. Max's journey had not only improved his life, but it also enriched mine in ways I never expected. By the end of our journey, Max was no longer the same energetic pup who could chase a ball for hours, but he was happy, loved, and living a full life despite his condition. I had made peace with the fact that his ataxia would always be a part of him, but it didn't define him or our relationship. The community I found through support groups became an ongoing source of strength. I shared Max's story with other pet owners, hoping to inspire them to fight for their pets the way Max had inspired me to fight for him. Every message I received from someone saying, "Your story gave me hope," felt like a small ripple of the love and determination Max had taught me. Life with Max settled into a new normal. We no longer focused on what had been lost, but on what we still had. Morning walks became slower but more intentional, and every wag of his tail felt like a celebration of resilience. When people asked about Max's condition, I found myself smiling instead of tearing up. His journey was a testament to what was possible when you refused to give up. He became a symbol of hope for others, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, there's always room for joy and connection. Max's story didn't just transform him, it transformed me. I became more aware of the needs of other animals and started volunteering at local shelters. I shared our experiences with other dog owners and even collaborated with a local vet to create resources for families dealing with canine ataxia. Max, too, seemed to take on a new role as a quiet mentor for other dogs at the park. Despite his physical challenges, he greeted every dog and person with his signature wag, showing them that life could still be full of love and happiness. Looking back, Max's ataxia was a challenge I never expected, but it became one of the most meaningful experiences of my life. It taught me about love, perseverance, and the incredible bond we share with our pets. If you're facing a similar journey with your dog, I want you to know this: you are not alone. Every step you take, no matter how small, makes a difference. Your love, patience, and commitment are the greatest gifts you can give. Max's story is proof that even in the face of adversity, there is hope, growth, and joy. So, cherish every moment with your furry friend, because every wag, every bark, and every cuddle is a reminder of the incredible connection we have with them. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. And with Max, I learned to dance, wobbly steps and all. Philosophical closing asterisk. Max's journey reminded me of a profound truth. Life is not defined by the challenges we face, but by how we rise to meet them. Just as Max wobbled through his days with courage and determination, we too can embrace our imperfections and find strength in our struggles. Our pets teach us lessons we never knew we needed. They show us how to love unconditionally, how to persevere through pain, and how to find joy in the simplest moments. Max's ataxia may have slowed him down, but it never dimmed his spirit. And in his unwavering resilience, he reminded me that every life, no matter how fragile or imperfect, has infinite value. In the end, the bond we share with our pets transcends words. It's a silent understanding, a mutual commitment to walk together through life's ups and downs. Max's story isn't just about his fight against ataxia. It's about the beauty of connection, the power of hope, and the lessons we learn from those who walk beside us, paws and all. So, as you face your own challenges, remember this: even in the darkest times, there is light to be found. Sometimes, it's in a wagging tail or a gentle nuzzle. Sometimes, it's in the quiet strength you discover within yourself. And always, it's in the love that guides us forward, step by wobbly step.